What's up, y'all? It's Sid the Kid here, and I know you could probably see a difference in my mouth. I got braces, B. This story time is gonna be about the time when, um, when I think I saw a ghost. I don't really know, but let's just get right into it. So this happened like when I was in high school. So I want to say I was like a sophomore, I think. So it was like 20, 2012. Yeah, 2012. And me and my mom, we had just moved into this new house. Not this house, but when I lived in California. We moved into the house. We were the first owners. Nobody's ever lived in that house. It was a new construction. So we moved in. Well, actually, she moved in while I was still with my dad, but we moved in. And around that time, my auntie passed away from a brain tumor. And I don't know if that's correlated with what I saw. Probably not, don't know. But anyway, so I was sleeping. It was nighttime, bedtime. Um, and the way my room was set up was my room was really, not really narrow, but it wasn't wide. So, I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but my door, let's see, my door's here, my door to my room. I had a closet right here, like a little walk-in closet, and all along this wall, this is the description is gonna be crappy. I'm sorry, but I had a wall here that had dressers going along the entire wall. I had two dressers, and then all the way in the back was my bathroom. I had a bathroom in my room, and then on the other side of the wall to my room, my bed was not up against it, but it was close to that wall. So I didn't have a nightstand or nothing. Like, if I were to flip, like turn over, my face would be facing a wall. And then if I turned over the other way, I'd be facing the dresser. So I really like to sleep. I liked to sleep with my face against the wall because I didn't want to see nothing that I shouldn't be seeing in my sleep. So I was turned against the wall. And I toss and turn a lot, so I was tossing and turning all throughout the night, nothing abnormal about that. But I just felt like I needed to flip over to face my dresser. So I flipped over and I faced the dresser. I didn't have the cover over my head or nothing, I just flipped over. And when I flipped over, I didn't have my eyes open, my eyes were still closed. I opened my eyes and I just see this black figure standing like next to my bed, like it's looking at me, like it's looking over at me. Not directly looking over at me, but like standing there and just like looking down type thing. And I couldn't see any features, no eyes, no nothing, no clothes. It was just like a black figured shadow situation. Like it was defined but not really. Like the edges were soft. It wasn't a defined edge to the figure. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, what is that? So like I'm like, okay, this got to be my mom, because my mom, she used to always come in my room and make sure I was breathing. I'm the only child, so my parents are a little extra, but I don't know, she used to tell me all the time that she would always come in, make sure I was still breathing, this and that. So and my mom's also a nurse too, so anyway, so I'm thinking it's my mom. So I'm like, I'm looking at I'm looking at it and I'm like, I'm just staring at it. And it didn't say nothing, it didn't move, nothing, but it was still there. And I'm like, I don't know if my eyes are playing tricks on me. Like, I don't know what's going on. But after like about I don't know, a minute or so, I was finally like, Mom? Like, I'm calling out for her because I'm like, all right, you're not moving, you're not doing nothing, you're not saying anything. Like, I can't see eyes. Because you know, like, black people, like, well, let me not say all the time, but like, you know how, like, they be like, oh, like, I can see your eyes and your teeth in the dark because you black, but like, your teeth and eyes are white. So, like, I'm like, I can't see anything. So I'm just like, okay, that's definitely not my mom because she would have said something, did something, touched me, something to let me know that, like, that's her. So I'm like, okay. So I just, like, turn over, put the cover over my head, and I just act like nothing happened because, listen, if it's my time tonight, it's my time tonight. I can't change it. I can't prevent it, nothing. So I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna flip over. I'm gonna pretend like I didn't see nothing. I'm gonna try to go back to sleep. And so this is a short story, by the way. It's a very short story. So eventually I fell back asleep because I'm like, all right, well, I might as well try to sleep if I'm gonna die, right? So eventually I fell back to sleep, and I woke up the next morning. First thing I did, because I had school, I had to go to school. First thing I did was I went to my mom and I asked her, I'm like, did you come in my room last night? Like, excuse me, to check on me? Because I think I might have saw you, but I'm not sure. And she was like, no, I wasn't in your room last night. And I was like, so yeah, that was a very weird situation. Um, After that, it never happened again. I never saw any shadow figure, nothing. I was even thinking, like, is there like somebody possibly buried under the house, like on this land? Like, did something happen on this land? Like, I'm so confused. And then, like I said, my auntie had passed recently at that time, so I'm like, is that her? But I felt like don't isn't it don't they say that, like, shadow figures, like, when they're dark, they're like not positive beings? I don't know, but I was also thinking that, like, because I'm like, aren't ghosts like supposed to be like white or whatever, because they're like, they were people, and then like shadow figures are like they were never people. I don't know, but it was a really freaky situation, and it's never happened again. I've never seen anything like that ever again, and I really hope that I don't ever see anything like that ever again because that was really scary, especially as a kid. Like, I had never experienced anything like that, so like the fact that I did at that time was really weird. But anyway, I know this story was really, 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 really short, and I'm sorry. Um, but it is what it is. So if you enjoyed the story, give it a like, comment if anything like this has happened to you. Um, Subscribe if you want, if you want to hear more stories. Um, I don't know about any more ghost stories because I don't really have like ghost stories anymore like that. Like, this was, like I said, my only ghosty, weird situation that's ever happened. So, but if you want to hear any more stories in general, just just hang with the kid, because you know, you never know. I might have some more cool stories or something. Um, what else? What else was I gonna say? I don't know. Anyway, bye.